See, I'm not much of a builder, but one night I dreamt I was an architect. And if I were an architect, I think I would have wrecked a whole new world for us to see, a utopian place that doesn't have to be only a fable, doesn't have to be a myth. If I could just create it, you could come with. And we'd hop, skip, and jump down through the gorge and into the frontier, let the sweat drip from our brow as we shed some gorgeous tears at the sight of a place so simple it would make your left ventricle ache. You see, it's not the lies that bother me, but the fact that we think the truth is fake. You see, if I were an architect, I would build a whole new type of school. We've been trying to get fresh with policy so long, we've created sophomore fools. We emphasize reading skills and math drills while leaving so much beautiful knowledge out. Without music or art, they might be able to read and write, but they'll have nothing to read and write about. But the foundations and the columns aren't too hard to change. In fact, you can all rejoice. We just have to change achievement to something more than success on multiple choice. If we could somehow do what the church has done for years, we can make schools community centers instead of places where students are reaffirmed in their fears. I'm talking about a place with English classes for parents, potluck dinners, and programs where kids can actually be kids for just a second. Instead of herding them out at not 3:01 but 3 o'clock on the dot. See, that's a problem, I reckon, because you might blame it on the teachers or the parents or the tracking system. But if you would stop for a moment, you might even hear the whisper. Hey, yo, ain't nobody at my house. Let's go over there and get high. You see that abandoned lot over there? Let's take our bikes there and ride. See, if you knew, then you'd know who, and the answer is pretty true, that truancy is a huge part of the issue. We stand by when our children join gangs and get involved in the drug game, and we just reach for the next tissue, and maybe we could have helped give them a place to belong instead of letting the streets seduce them first, instead of cutting their after-school programs, their expressive outlets, and watching them get taken away in a hearse. So occupy the classroom, and let's be a powerful 99%. Because forget Wall Street, let's put our money in a real investment. See, if I were an architect, I'd like to submit my final blueprint for the night. And it's about the language that we use to describe the world in our sights. There's not a day that goes by that I don't see them building a wall. And I'm not talking about the border, no, I'm talking about something for which I am appalled. They are building a wall around our ambition, our desire to grow. And change and hope are more than campaign slogans, just thought I'd let you know. And who is they that I'm talking about? Well, it's funny that you ask. Because it's me and it's you and it's those people who run our 24-hour news cycle trash, because it's broken system this and Armageddon that, how the world is in shambles, how Americans just keep getting fat. Even if it were true, what does it say about our choices? That this is a message we send out to the future in our pessimistic voices? See, there's a skewed mirror between how we act and who we're trying to mold. And I know that these times are tough, but this hate speak is getting really damn old, because there are people out there making it work every damn day. Do not let Fox News or CNN or anybody else with a fear-selling agenda have the final say. We need to stop calling each other bigots, terrorists, elitists, socialists, and sellouts. If you're not interested in being a part of the solution, take your tea and get the hell out, because tough times don't always last, but tough people always do. And I know what I'm asking seems like it's more fiction than the truth, but even if you're broke, unemployed, and haven't felt happy in weeks, try and use a little bit of that silver tongue the next time you speak. See, I was a 5th grade teacher for some time, and I asked a pretty standard question. I asked how many people want to be president when they grow up, and I learned an interesting lesson. 0 boys and girls raised their hands that day, and it wasn't because they were bored. They don't even see the need to fight our coming battles. They don't want to hold the sword. So I'm asking you, no, I'm begging you to help build a new world with me. One where we aren't so quick to focus on the darker parts of our history, because while it's important to point out injustice, it's equally important to construct a vision, a structure for where we want our lives to go instead of continually perpetuating schisms. So let's mix the concrete of some science and combine it with the poetry of some art. Change the national discourse from where the finish line is to where's the line to start. See, if I was an architect, I would sketch a whole new world for us to breathe in. But I'm not an architect, I'm just a man, so wake me up, because I guess I'm still dreaming.